Guys, good morning. I got a nice cup of coffee here this morning. It's a shitty day outside. It's raining. It's hot and humid. But hey, you know what? It's a good day to make a video. And what this video is about isn't about any particular review that I'm doing or anything like that, but this is more of a story I'd like to share with you. It's pretty heartfelt, guys. It's pretty heartfelt, and it's true through and through. Coffee's good this morning. Folgers in your cup. Best part of waking up. So, guys, I get a lot of people asking me, even people, my friends and people that know I make YouTube videos for, you know, the horror collection and everything else. They ask me all the time, you know, why do you make videos? Why do you do this? You know, you looking for attention on YouTube or something like that, or you know, what's the point of it? That's why I get all the time, what's the point? You know, it's a waste of time. And then the other thing is, the other question I always get is, how did you get into it? Like, what made you think that you wanted to make videos? And it's kind of a two-part question, guys. And this is how I'll answer. And this is building up to where I'm going to be with the actual story. So, I say about 3-4 years ago, you know, I didn't have a YouTube channel at all. I just would go on there and watch videos from time to time. I didn't even, you know, subscribe or create a channel back then. I was just going on watching videos here and there. I really wasn't into YouTube at all. I just, if there was somebody told me about something, I go on and check it out. Well, as time went on, I got into the horror genre, started collecting the figures you see behind me. I've always, you know, collected VHS tapes and DVDs and been interested in horror movies. So that's nothing new, but in time I found out that there's a lot of people, fellow YouTubers, that were making videos on, you know, shockumentaries, you know, like Faces of Death, Traces of Death, those type of movies. I've always been into those. I mean, it's connected to horror in a way. I remember just going into like this corner video store back when I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, and Faces of Death was a VHS tape in the horror section, and you know, the Indian dude in there that ran the store, he didn't care. I mean, you could be 10 years old and rent this thing, as long as you're, you know, paying money to rent it, you know, and had a video VHS card or a video store card, you can get these movies. You could be 10 years old. So I remember a bunch of friends were telling me, you gotta get this movie, Faces of Death. You gotta, you know, this thing, it's got real people dying in it. It's crazy. So I went up to the video store and I rented it, and me and another buddy, I'm only like 10 years old at this point, we're watching it, and he actually got grossed out. He couldn't watch it anymore. I just was in shock and awe. Like, is this real? Am I really watching, you know, these people, you know, guy falling out of 12-story building and landing on his head? Like, is this real? Or is it, like, what is this? So, I've always been into the genre. So, back to the YouTube bit. Sorry, guys, I jump around my stories here, but so I'm watching these different videos, and I watching people's collection videos. I'm watching, you know, review videos on these shockumentaries and horror movies and everything else. Well, there's a few channels that really I gravitated to, and I was just catching myself you know, before work in the morning, jumping on YouTube to see if these YouTubers had posted any new videos. Couple of the channels that I was watching, it's unfortunate, but some of the some of my favorites, they stopped making videos. There's a couple in particular that I have off the top of my head that their last video was like in like 2012 or something like that. So for whatever reason they stopped making videos, but you know, they had, you know, hell of a horror collection. But anyway, this one YouTube channel in particular that specialized in making his own short videos, short films, and also doing reviews on shockumentaries. Shockumentaries, if you're not familiar, is a documentary that is supposed to shock you, just like The Faces of Death, The Traces of Death, those types of movies. So I would watch this guy's videos, and I was like, man, that's pretty cool. This guy, you know, how could he talk about, you know, reviewing, you know, these movies that are so extreme, and people are just commenting below like, awesome, man, you know, good review, you know, and I'm like, wow, there's other people out there like me that, you know, are actually into this, you know, weird type of stuff, you know, what other people would actually think of it as. So, you know, in time, the more I kept watching this guy's videos, ShockExtreme1 is his channel, and I thought, man, I said, that's, you know, that's really cool. You know, I got all these movies, the same ones he has, in my cabinet, and I could probably pretty much do the same thing he's doing. And then I could also link in my collection to this type of thing, all my figures and horror busts and different things like that. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to start my own horror channel, the Horror Stash. So I did. I actually started off on Facebook before I started a channel, but with photos and things of that nature. But then, you know, like I said, watching this guy, ShockExtreme1, do these videos on a weekly, sometimes daily basis, I was like, you know, in awe. I'm like, you know, if this guy can do it, I can do it. You know, that would be cool to do. So I created a channel, and, you know, the channel moved slow at first because, you know, I'm not used to talking to a camera. I'm not used to showing off things. And, you know, it just takes time. It takes time to get used to doing something like this. Anyway, a year passes. After I'm on YouTube, a year passes. And one of my, you know, past videos I did on some of my shockumentary DVDs, it was one of my first videos that I made in comparison to, you know, recent. It was about a year ago. I saw a comment from ShockExtreme1. Like I said, he's the guy that I would always watch his videos, and inspired me to start a channel. So he commented on one of my shockumentary videos, showcasing some of the shockumentaries I have. He basically said, and I gave him a shout out in this video way back when, saying, you know, check his stuff out, because that's basically where I got my idea from. So a year later, he comments on my video saying, nice video, man, good stuff, you know, thanks for the shout out. And I commented back to him, replying to his comment, saying, I don't know if you know this or not, basically in a nutshell, I don't know if you know this or not, but you're the reason why I started my YouTube channel. You were my inspiration to do what I'm doing now. And I just saying the truth. I didn't mean it to you know, for anything else. Just letting them know, like, hey, you know, I like what you do. You know, from what you do is what gave me the idea to do what I do. So, a couple days pass. He doesn't respond to me right away. It's fine. Then I get a response from him saying, hey man, I just made a video, a shout out to you. Check it out when you get a chance. And, you know, and I said, okay, you know, let me check this out, see what it's about. Guys, I'm going to drop the link to this video below. I want you to watch this video. You're going to love it. I mean, this thing is wrapped with emotion, and it's hardcore. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just this is if you're a YouTuber and you make videos, you're going to really relate to this, because what ShockExtreme1 discusses and talks about in this video is absolutely the truth. So he makes this video, and basically it's talking about how he was just giving up on YouTube, just going to stop making videos. He was basically saying, what's the point? You know, I got, you know, other obligations and things to, you know, work and everything else. I'm not worried about YouTube, and, you know, what the hell am I doing this for? I'm just wasting my time. And guys, that's what it feels like a lot of times, because, you know, let's face it, you know, most of us aren't getting paid for this. We're not, you know, like right now, I can only make videos in the morning because this is the only time of day that I can do it. I can't, and it's got to be a weekend. I can't really do it during the week too much unless I have a special day off or something where I can find time. So I knew exactly what this guy is going through and what he's talking about. So he starts off this video, and you guys got to see the video. It's on the link below. ShockExtreme1. Please subscribe to his channel. He's a good guy. He's got good stuff. Anyway, so first part of his video is basically about him talking about how he's just given up on YouTube. You know, thanks for watching his stuff for all these years, but, you know, he's done with it. He's over it. And basically, from what I did by making that comment, that he inspired me to do what I do with my channel, and started a channel, that was that clicked in his head, saying, this is why I do this. I do this not for me. It's an inconvenience for me to do this, but I do it for, you know, people like him that inspired him, meaning me, to go out and start my channel and start on my journey with what I'm doing. So he realized that, you know, it's not about him per se, but it's about all of us as a group. You know, all of us that watch documentaries, all of us that are into horror movies, all of us that are into collecting, you know, horror stuff and everything else. It's about the collective, you know, of everybody. And it clicked with him, and he said, you know what? This has brought me back. I was going to quit, and I haven't made videos in a while, and just seeing this guy's comment out of the clear blue, you know, brought me, I want to start making videos again and being involved with this scene again. Which, guys, if you, I explain it, I kind of shortchange it. You got to check out his video below. I'll say it again. Down below, click the link, watch the video. ShockExtreme1. But yeah, I mean, I watched the video and I was blown away by his video, and it's so true, guys. It's so true by the way everything he talked about in it. You know, you do. You kind of feel like, what's the point? And then, you know, he got that, you know, boost from me, which I'm so glad that I was able to do that for him. So in a way, he inspired me, and then a year later, I inspired him to keep going, if that makes any sense, you know. So here we are now. Like I said, I had to share that. I had to thank him for sharing that, you know, that video and where he was with the whole thing. You know, it means a lot that I was able to help him out with, you know, dealing with what his situation was. And yeah, that's what it's about, guys. It's not about, it's about having fun. Like I said this before in other videos. It's not about, you know, oh, I collect this, and I just want to share what I have with you guys. Hopefully give you guys ideas. Hopefully inspire some of you to start a collection, or if you have a collection, maybe get something else that you didn't have. It's all about just fun, just having fun with the whole thing. You know, it's not supposed to be work. It's not supposed to be, oh, I just gotta make a video because my followers, subscribers want to see a video. No, you just, it's supposed to be fun. And you know, when it stops being fun, when you lose sight of why you're doing this, I can see where you would want to quit and not do it anymore. I could really see, you know, his Shock Extreme's point of view. So, but I'm glad he found his way. I want to thank him again for doing what he does. I look forward to seeing more of his videos. I hope he subscribed to my channel to look at my weird, crazy shit too. So, other than that, that's all I got for you. I know I've been rambling on here, but I just wanted to get that off my chest. Please watch his video below. Please. I mean, if this guy, if ShockExtreme1 was acting, he's a damn good actor. But I have a feeling that maybe some of it was acting, dramatization, but most of it was legitimate where he was in his mind and where he is now. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to help you out. Thank you for helping me out and starting a channel. I mean, like I said, probably wouldn't have happened if I didn't watch your videos, you know, starting off. So, thank you. I'm glad you're back. And, yeah, we'll see you next time. I'll see all you guys next time. I got some pretty badass reviews coming up. Some crazy true crime pieces coming up. And, yeah, that's all I have for you. Alright, guys? See you next time.